In this video clip, we're going to take a look at the window open method. If I go back out to the W3 Schools website and look at the window object, I'm going to scroll down and check off the, click on the open method. This will allow us to open a new pop-up window. You love pop-up windows, right? So let's take a look at the syntax, right? Window.open, similar to window.alert. The name of the window or the URL that you want to open, and you give it a name. You give it a name. The name of the title bar. This will go in the title bar, I believe. Specs and replace. So this is the syntax. So it tells you what you can put in each one of these things. Now this could vary. Some of these specs or properties may act differently depending on the browser you're using. So for instance, if you want to create a pop-up window, do you want the window to have a menu bar? Yes, no, 1 is on, 0 is off, right? Do you want to make the window resizable by the user? Should the window have scroll bars? Should the window have a status bar at the bottom? Should the window have a toolbar? You could set the height, the left and top corners of the window. Where do you want it to display on the screen? Right, location, the width, how high, and what's the height and width of the window. So what I've done is I've gone over here and pretty much, if you looked at the other video clip on the alert dialog box, it's very similar. In this case, we've just used the form tag, and inside the form tag we have an input tag, button really, and I call it button. Let's call it button window, I guess. Right. And I changed the value of this to display new window, and now when I click on it, it's going to find the function, JavaScript function called display window. So this is the JavaScript block of code that I have here inside my browser, right? And here's how the window open method works. I can name the site. Now this could also be an internal page. I could open another page inside my site and not give it and not put the HTTP in here. I could just give it the file name or the path inside my site. This is the name of the window that you give it the window a name. Now this is a little finicky too. I don't think you want any spaces in here. I think there's a little. I've had errors when I've done that or used special characters, so just be careful with that. And then the next part of this is the parameters or properties of the window, the specs. So what's the height? That should have a menu bar and so forth. So notice that I have in here that it's not resizable, right? At the end, of course, I have a semicolon. Yeah, all right. So now if I go ahead and preview this in the browser, let's take a look. Okay, save the page. So here's my window open method, right? If I click on, I have it in the wrong folder there, but that's okay. Click on this, and it's 300 by 300, but notice I can scroll, and I believe it can also resize. So in Chrome I can do that. I have the URL there. That's the location, right? I can show the location. If I take the same window, right, in Internet Explorer, let's look at the differences. So it comes up, Google comes up, but I can't resize it. It won't give me the arrows to resize it. There's no scroll bar, anything like that. I don't have any of that stuff. So there's different settings, so you have to play around with it. There's different hacks that you have to do for each. I'm not going to go into that right now. You can look that up. I mean, it's a little tedious to find that. And of course, Firefox may have its own idiosyncrasies as well. So the life of a web developer, right? So there you go. But you saw from W3 Schools, I used the same methods out here, or same settings that they had out here. You can see what happened. All right, so you want some experience with the window open method, and give it a shot and play around with that.